John in the comments, his thoughts on McAvoy skating the last few games. It feels to me, and also John, not 100%.
Yeah, I mean, this is sort of to be expected, I feel like, coming back from a knee injury like this. You like to see this sort of worked out in the regular season, but I don't know if that situation was great for him. They kind of threw him right back in and said, we got to clinch number one here. So I don't think that he's had a full sort of recovery, if you will. I expect to get better. I will say this, though. The Garden ice is among the worst in the league. It is one of the worst ice surfaces in all of hockey. I've had players tell me this, especially out-of-town players, saying this ice stinks. So I don't think anyone's going to look good on the Garden. I really don't. I just think that's a garbage facility, especially when it gets warmer out this time of year. So no one's going to look great. I look at that Carlo injury. I look at that and say, how does that happen right then and there? That is a weird injury to happen. And it happens right by the door where the ice is bad to begin with because it's opening and closing and you have the guys walking out there and all that nonsense. But I look at that injury and I say, does that happen if this ice is in better condition?
Doesn't the league step in, and shouldn't they be in charge of all that crap? So it's doled out to local companies, and you could sort of, I don't know, cheap out or get a bad company that does your ice.
That's sort of the way it's been explained to me, is that you can have different companies sort of do it. I know that in the past, players I've talked to, they said the only ice that's worse than Boston is Tampa Bay and Florida, where it's 85 degrees out at all times, and the building is just, that's how it is. So there's no excuse for Boston really to have ice that's this bad or this, unwelcomed, I guess. They say that on days where it's Celtics games at night and then Bruins in the day, they say it's terrible. It's borderline unplayable.